Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back again with another video. As I've been talking about in my previous videos, I hope to support Native Americans this month and in August and September as well. So anyway, today I'm thinking of supporting Native Americans in three key areas. One is supporting their YouTubers. Two is supporting their helping Native Americans to have their own tourism industry where they can profit from it, have their own hotels and talk about their culture and teach people about their traditions and their way of life and history and things like that. And three would be supporting their businesses and entrepreneurship generally, like business on the res or reservations. And hopefully through entrepreneurship, they can be supported to improve their lives, and especially some of the poorest reservations and people from reservations. Apparently the poorest part of America is Pine Ridge reservation. I sometimes get that name mixed up. But yeah, so I'm hoping to encourage as many people as possible to support Native Americans and again their businesses, industries, help them to have tourism industry, maybe have their own hotels, maybe have their own museums where they talk about tourism, invite people in, sell certain things and that sort of thing. So hopefully they'll be financially empowered, and hopefully that'll be able to help them with other areas. Yeah, so it feels like a good thing to do. And I was watching on YouTube, there's quite a few good channels. So I'd encourage people to please check out, if you type in YouTube, Native American entrepreneurs, you can see I think there's some really good bits of information and channels from news sources and so forth, where they talk about Native American entrepreneurship and the organizations like NABIN, I think it's called, the Native American Business Incubator Network. Incubator Network, sorry. I knew I got that one wrong. But yeah, so organizations like that and many others, and I hope to encourage, hopefully through helping them, hopefully more businesses will be encouraged to help them. Maybe I was thinking that maybe for my first videos I could have perhaps done them in list form like some of my videos, but I decided not to. So anyway, I'd love to find out the top 30 Native American YouTubers or whatever, how many Native American YouTubers there are, and raise the profile of Native American YouTubers like Patrick is a Navajo or Navajo, how we pronounce it, and channels like that. And there's so many, there's more than you would probably think. So I think there's some positive things that are happening for, but in some ways, obviously, they still suffer from a lot of poverty and health problems, unfortunately, as well. And apparently some of those have got worse. But hopefully through entrepreneurship and through problem solving, they'll be able to tackle some of those problems and encourage businesses to come in and support them as a community, or as communities throughout the country. And hopefully they'll network with each other, and not only from America, but as I said before, but from the whole of the Americas. As I say, hopefully they'll be able to empower each other politically. Excuse me. And I've talked before about what I call the four. And I hope they'll network with each other, and hope as many people of colour, especially as possible, will support Native Americans, and also those who believe in justice and equality and empowering people, some of the most poorest groups, like, as I say, Pine Ridge or Pine Wood, I can't remember the name of it, but as Pine something, I know it's either Pine Wood or Pine Ridge, is like the poorest part of America. So I think that is a really good reason to support Native Americans, and hopefully by October I will have supported and empowered Native Americans as much as possible, and hopefully, God willing and Godspeed, I will do so annually. So hopefully in July, August and September next year as well, I'll do more, and hopefully through the ideas and through my lessons learning this year, hopefully I'll be able to do even more, or being well, next year, or even if I don't do much this year, hopefully I'll at least be able to do something next year. So I'll say hopefully by October I will have empowered Native Americans in some way and encouraged businesses to invest in them. I think the more businesses see that, it will improve their PR, and the more they support Native Americans, the more other people support their businesses. Hopefully the more they're going to invest in Native Americans. And as I say, I love to support their YouTubers, business people, inventors, entrepreneurs, tourism industry, Native Americans to have a tourism industry where they benefit from it financially, and they kind of run it as well. And whatever rights like Aborigines or Maoris get, hopefully Native Americans will get the same rights and vice versa. So they'll be able to network with each other, and people will be able to say legally, like internationally, that since Aborigines have got these sorts of things, then surely Native Americans should have the same, and vice versa, as I say. So yeah, hopefully in the future there'll be lots of places where people will be able to go. I don't know whether they'll be on the reservations themselves, because I suppose that's where they live. So they might want to have them in different areas, but hopefully there'll be designated places where they can talk about their culture, history, and people will be able to learn about them, and they'll be able to sell items and maybe network with actual Indians, because people call them Native American Indians, but they're not really Indians. But hopefully they'll be able to network with actual Indians and Asians and Africans and others. And empower and support each other. But again, I hope to come to that more in August. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't really think of much else to say, but as I said, today I'm thinking of like supporting Native Americans, and maybe every Tuesday, like supporting Native Americans, possibly, maybe every Tuesday and possibly Monday as well, like in terms of tourism, business tourism, entrepreneurship, maybe banks investing in them, businesses investing in them, encouraging people to invest in them. Fundraising ideas and encouraging organizations to put more funding into those sorts of reservations and individuals as well, to train them, and again support more Indigenous Americans or Native Americans, whichever term you prefer, to become inventors and that sort of thing. And I don't know what that was, sorry, that was a bit embarrassing. But anyway, I can't think of much else to say, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think as ever, and hopefully it wasn't too cringeworthy, and I'm out. Peace and love.